The first decade of women began in the year 1975 in Mexico. This also opened the first Year of Women. Subsequent conferences took place in 1985 in Nairobi, 1980 in Copenhagen, and then in 1995 in Beijing, addressing women's issues. It was a concerted effort to bring about a systematic change the world over, and this project was a small step to fulfill the promises that were made for the plight of women in these conferences. Honor crimes refer to cruelty in the form of honor killing or any other forms of cruelty, like mental or physical torture as a result of slapping, kicking, snatching children from women, ostracizing women from the family and the society in general, brutally killing women by shooting, burning, or with an axe, disfiguring their faces and bodies with acid, or mutilating their bodies, or asking women to abandon their homes as a result of a social violation or perceived social norms like vata-sata, forced marriages, early marriage, demand for divorce on the part of the woman, or custody of her child, or illicit relations with a lover or suspected of having an affair, exchanging women as a form of compensation, etc. According to the religion, both men and women are equal and the punishments are the same in case of any religious violation. Then why does the society condemn the women only? Majority of the people are unaware of the basic rights that the state and the religion have bestowed upon them. These heinous crimes are being practiced under the shadow of tribal, social and cultural tradition. Honor crimes are very rampant in not only Pakistan but in most parts of Asia. According to the United Nations Population Fund estimation, as many as 5,000 women and girls are victims of honor killing. The lives of millions of women revolve around traditions which enforce extreme seclusion, injustice, inequality, and a life of submission to men. Male relatives virtually own women, and in case of exerting their free will, they are cruelly and violently punished. Most women live in fear. These crimes are at the very zenith in the impoverished areas where the level of illiteracy and poverty is at its highest. The National Commission on the Status of Women is an organization that strives to fulfill the promise of life of dignity and justice by reviewing and analyzing the laws and policies and consequently formulating recommendations through dialogue and research to enable them to hold a position of equity. They, with the financial endorsement of the United Nations Fund for Women, designed a project called End Honor Crimes for the districts of Rajanpur, Punjab and Mirpur Khas, Sindh, where honor crimes are at their highest. NCSW chose NRSP, the largest non-profit and non-government organization that has a presence at the grassroots level, to carry out the project, and they selected Rozan, an Islamabad-based NGO related to issues of emotional and psychological health, gender violence against women, children and the youth, to assist them with technical support. This project was a small part of a national and international effort or endeavor to improve the lives of women. It is an important project as it connects NCSW, NRSP, Rozan and the civil society. This project is in conformity with Pakistan's plan of action as stated at the 4 international conferences. The project was designed to create awareness at all levels and sections of the society, informing them of their rights, roles and the law. Trainings were planned and executed by NRSP. Trainings of trainers were held in Islamabad, and then subsequent trainings were in turn carried out by these master trainers in Rajanpur and Mirpur Khas. 229 women and men were trained in the fortnightly meetings. About 13,500 community members participated. 9,000 copies of ICE material were distributed. NRSP, with the help of Rozan, came up with very comprehensive training modules to facilitate the stakeholders and the community. Stakeholders include the judiciary, police, Lawyers, religious leaders, teachers, media, and doctors. They are all those people who were directly or indirectly affected by honor crimes. In both the districts, women are considered a commodity, and discriminatory legislation have affected women in these areas as in all other underdeveloped countries. Most cases aren't reported to the authorities or the media as they feel it will tarnish the reputation of the family and the area. The project had a very positive impact. It resulted in awareness among the people, which led to a reduction of honor crimes by 25% and increased the reporting of honor crime cases by 25%. It led to the availability of free legal aid cells at the district level. Substances of the religious sermons became more gender sensitive and labeled these practices as anti-Islamic. Media realized their job is to help people by being their voice rather than exploiting their situation to make a name. It resulted in lots of pro-women articles. Teachers have begun to sensitize people in the educational institutions on women issues, and doctors are now aware that they must be ready to provide medical treatment even if it means their financial loss. Project impact and achievements were assessed with the help of statistics, which were collected with the help of project surveys and interviews.
I think it was a very good example of public-private partnership with NRSP and Rosen also. Not only they were very professional, thorough, and delivered everything within the time limits. And we would like to continue this partnership in future also, because there are so many areas we can work really together with NRSP.
Apart from the above-mentioned achievements, the other great achievement that this project brought was the formation of the Social and Human Protection Program, which will address issues not only related to women and their children, but sickness, violence, disability, old age, and unemployment. As seen, the major reason behind this issue is the lack of education among the public and private sector. 2,546 honor killings took place in the year 2007 to 2008. In the last 4 years, 6,285 women have been victims. Most of them were due to a woman wanting to marry for choice, and the second being not wishing to lose property to someone outside the family. Male members of the girl's immediate family are the culprits, and they make it seem like an accident to be dealt with as a private matter against the law, which the average citizen is unaware of. NCSW and its partners in the project took the initiative, which showed that cosmetic gestures and book-fill laws are unlikely to curb cultural cruelties unless the state and the civil society and social organizations join hands to take responsibility to create awareness, but also take responsibility for registering, investigating, and prosecuting, and also taking measures to make fruitful amendments in the law.